It began as a flicker, an anomaly on a satellite image, high in the remote Himalayas, a place thought uninhabited, untouched. Something was there, a structure, impossibly ancient, hidden from the world. For how long? No one knew. The image sparked a fire. Initial reports were dismissed, classified, buried deep, too incredible, too sensitive, but whispers grew louder. Leaked data fueled speculation. A secret expedition formed, quietly, urgently. They had to know. What secrets did the mountains hold? The truth beckoned. The Himalayas, the roof of the world, majestic peaks pierced the sky, frozen sentinels, guarding secrets. This region was largely uncharted. Beyond the reach of modern maps, a blank space, a mystery. Few had ever dared to venture, fewer still returned with tales. Now, this anomaly. A challenge to all known facts. For centuries, legends persisted. Tales of hidden valleys, of wise men living beyond time, myths, folklore, or so it was thought. Now, evidence suggested more, something tangible, something real. The whispers from the summit, they were becoming a roar, a sound the world could not ignore. The team assembled quickly, a hand-picked group of experts, seasoned climbers, fearless explorers, brilliant linguists, historians, each one vital, each one chosen. They knew the risks involved. The mountains were unforgiving, the mission bordered on impossible. Yet the call was too strong. They embarked at dawn. The journey was brutal, relentless. Nature itself seemed to resist them. Avalanches thundered in the distance. Winds howled like angry spirits. The air grew thin. Each breath a struggle. Temperatures plummeted to lethal lows. Their bodies ached. Their resolve tested. They pushed onward, upward, driven by an unseen force, towards the unknown. Modern technology began to fail. GPS signals vanished. Radios crackled with static, compasses spun uselessly, wildly. They were truly alone now, cut off from the outside world, forced to rely on ancient methods, stars, instinct, fading maps. Doubt began to creep in. Were they chasing a ghost, lost in a frozen wasteland? Then a sign, almost missed, a series of strange carvings, etched into a sheer rock face, weathered by centuries, yet clear. They pointed towards a narrow pass, a path hidden from view. Hope flickered anew, a fragile flame. This was no ordinary mountain, this was a place of secrets. They were getting closer. Through the hidden pass they emerged, and there it stood. Impossible. A monastery, unlike anything seen. Carved directly from the mountain's heart, its architecture defied known engineering. Ancient, yet perfectly preserved. It seemed to hum with energy. A silent testament to forgotten power. Who could have built such a place, and why here? So isolated. Figures emerged from the shadows, monks, clad in saffron robes. Their faces were serene, ageless. Their eyes held the depth of centuries. They moved with a silent grace, watching the intruders, calmly. No fear, no aggression, only stillness. It felt like stepping into another time, a world untouched by modern chaos. The air was thick with anticipation. Communication seemed impossible at first. The monks remained silent, observant. The team's linguists tried known dialects, ancient tongues, forgotten scripts. Then, a breakthrough, a gesture, a shared symbol. Understood. One monk spoke, his voice soft, a dialect lost for millennia. He welcomed them, cautiously. The first bridge was crossed, their eyes, deep pools of wisdom, or was it something else? A profound sadness, a hidden burden. They had seen empires rise and fall, witnessed the turning of ages. What knowledge did they possess? What secrets did they keep? The team felt a shiver, not from the cold mountain air, but from the weight of history. Section 4. Echoes of Eternity. The monks' austere existence. The monks' lives were simple, austere, a rhythm set by sun and stars. Days began before dawn, with silent meditation, deep contemplation. Chants echoed through stone corridors, ancient melodies, hauntingly beautiful. Their sustenance was minimal: herbs, melted snow, mountain grains, a life stripped to bare essentials. Devotion was their only sustenance. Their knowledge was profound, different, not of technology or worldly power, but of the universe's subtle energies. They understood the stars, the winds, the delicate balance of nature. They spoke of inner peace, of a connection to all things, a wisdom lost to the modern world, a world obsessed with the material. They possessed a different kind of wealth. Isolation was their shield, their sanctuary for countless generations, unbroken. They had remained untouched, unchanged. while civilizations outside crumbled, and new ones rose from the ashes. Their practices remained pure, their purpose unwavering, a beacon of ancient tradition, a living link to the distant past. They were guardians of continuity. But why this extreme devotion? This monumental, lifelong sacrifice? What purpose did it serve? To live in such harsh conditions, to renounce all worldly pleasures. There had to be a reason, a powerful, compelling motive. What were they protecting? From whom, or from what? The mystery deepened with each passing hour. Section 5. The Chamber of Whispers. What secrets lie guarded? Experts back in civilization buzzed. Theories flew thick and fast. What could these monks be guarding? Ancient artifacts of immense power, lost texts holding forbidden knowledge? Perhaps the key to eternal life, or a weapon of unimaginable destruction. The possibilities were endless, terrifying, each theory more unsettling than the last. The world craved answers, demanded them. Within the monastery, a focal point, a chamber, deep inside the mountain. Its entrance was sealed, ornate, guarded, not by weapons, but by a palpable aura, a sense of immense, ancient power. The monks never approached it casually. Their reverence was clear, mixed with fear. This was the heart of their vigil, the core of their sacred duty. The expedition team felt drawn to it, but the monks grew uneasy. Their serene expressions faltered, a flicker of fear in their ancient eyes. They communicated a warning, not with words but with feeling, a sense of profound danger. Some things are best left undisturbed, some doors should never be opened. Was this such a door? Was this chamber a vault of treasures? A library of forgotten wisdom? Or could it be a prison, containing something that must not escape? A Pandora's box for the modern age. The monks were its eternal jailers. Their isolation was not just for peace, it was a quarantine for humanity's sake. The weight of this possibility was immense. The team hesitated, torn. Section 6. The Precipice of Revelation. A world holds its breath. The implications of this discovery, they were staggering, earth-shattering. If the monks' secrets were revealed, history would need to be rewritten. Fundamental beliefs could be shattered. Our understanding of human origins, our place in the cosmos, everything could change, forever. The world stood on a precipice, gazing into an unknown future. Global powers watched closely, intently. News of the monastery had leaked. Despite all efforts at secrecy, interest was no longer purely academic. Governments saw potential, or threat. Tensions began to rise subtly. Who would control this knowledge? Who would benefit from these secrets? The fate of the monks and their precious trust hung in balance. The monks conveyed a final message, not a demand, not a threat, more like a plea or a prophecy. Its exact meaning was debated, but its essence was clear. Humanity was at a crossroads. The path chosen now would define everything. Wisdom was needed, caution paramount. The knowledge they guarded was powerful, and power could corrupt. Absolutely. The world waits, holding its breath. The secret of the Himalayas, guarded for millennia by silent sentinels, is about to be unveiled, or so it seems. Will it bring enlightenment, or will it unleash chaos? The answer lies hidden, behind that ancient guarded door, and in the choices we make. The story is far from over.